Well, good morning, sunshine. I hope that you slept well. I hope that you had an amazing weekend, and this is going to be an amazing Monday to kick off an amazing week. I know that it doesn't seem like that right now. It seems like somebody is getting a big letdown in a situation, even heartache. It's definitely a two-sided thing. Somebody is the pain, someone is in pain, or a situation is pain, something else is causing this pain. What looks like a massively stressed situation, I'm beginning to see that this is where you may look at this from another angle. See that this might not be what you thought it was, may not be what you want. So it looks like there's a breakup. It could be a breakup in a situation or some sort of relationship dynamic, both of which are fine. It's going to hurt for a moment, but it's going to put you in the right direction. Somebody is feeling like they just have to drop the cards and walk away. You guys are absolutely marrying each other, whatever the situation is. It doesn't even have to be soulmate, twin flame energy. This, whatever it is, it's a soul contract that has run its course, and that is perfectly okay. Any attempts to maintain something further would have resulted in just even more dramatic separation. No matter what, the contract has run up. You can't continue this. And look, we started this off with the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and it ended with the King of Swords in reverse. We got both energies here, masculine and feminine, and just two sides to the same coin. The hurt is not going to last forever, but I got to remind you, this is pushing you in the right direction. At least you have some sort of resolution to this. You have insight. Okay, I had this idea about the situation. I thought that this is something that would be fulfilling what I'd want. And look, when the truth came to be, this was not going to be a self-sustaining connection or situation. It's taking away that sense of over-idealization. I have no doubt in my mind the entry into this situation, whether it's a romantic partnership or whether it is some sort of a business connection. It was entered in under the right conditions, but it feels like it was a well-suited mask. Something that felt very comfortable, and I think that you really potentially, geared, manipulated, and not in a negative way, not in some sort of malicious way, conditioned yourself to be this person in the situation. I think that you were trying on a different suit to see if this could work, because whatever you just walked away from, that was definitely not it. Trial and error is really what it's all about in this. And even though this is coming to an ending, it hurts, it's really good that you went through this. So we have the Three of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles making an appearance. It feels like ungrounded energies, and it feels like what you want is even further out, which is great, grand, and dandy. We can say that for any sort of time frame in this. Okay, something's coming in from afar, and it is a new type of offer. Okay, so we know that something even better suited is incoming, something where you don't have to wear a mask. Amazing. I don't like masks. It gets sweaty underneath, and you want to know it causes a breakout. And I think that we have enough of that going on. All right. Okay. You're not going to feel like you're ready for this kind of connection. It's going to take you a while to heal from this. Look, I'm not even done. Still feel like there's one more. It's ending on the Two of Cups right now, but I still feel like there's more. I think a lot of you have given up on the soulmate twin flame journey. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe you just don't care anymore. Or maybe you've given up on some sort of dream. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe it isn't actually there. And amazing. Congratulations, you passed. Seriously, life will test you in every single section of your life to make sure that this is truly what you want. And I know how sick and twisted that might sound, but that's really what happens. It shakes at you, it rattles you, it gets every little nook and cranny out of that stinking tree. It gets every skeleton out of your closet. Do you really want this? Is this really you? It takes away all those character traits, all those false coping mechanisms, all those self-conditioning or self-coddling, whatever it is, any false sense of self or idealization is going to be thrown in front of you, shaken free of you, and then what you're left with is the real raw essence of you, your direction, and who you are. So this is what's coming in, which is why I feel like you are potentially rejecting whatever it is, because after what this was, it's just, you know what, I'm good, I don't want it. Whatever it is, I'm set. Soulmate twin flame journey, peace, I'm set. Perfect career, perfect job, this dream that I had, you know what, I'm going to rip up the paper. I'm going to rip up my vision board. Spirit's going to be like, great. Now here's your dream, and here's your gift, here's your person, blah, 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 blah. It's obnoxious, and it's so funny in the same breath. When you have exhausted every false sense of pursuit in this, you are finally given it. And even then, just because of all the progress that you've made, some of you don't even want it at that point. You're like, no, I'm set, I'm done. And Spirit's just like, oh my God, will you grow up and just take this? I mean, it's what you wanted, and it's really you. Snarky. I hate it. So look at what we're dealing with. We went from the Two of Cups in reverse to the Two of Cups upright. Fabulous. But I also see that this feeling of rejection, this deciding not to, choose this or move on. That's where it comes in. It's this sense of defeat. Defeat. That sense of just overwhelming, whatever, I surrender, I give you this, whatever. That's when this is coming in. And, well, I see that you're on the defense. Yeah. You're pretty defensive about this. It's that whole incredulous, are you kidding me? Yeah, not kidding you. Spirit has a funny way of showing up. It's those little, you want to know what? People always think that a sign is always going to be this grand sign in front of them. And, sometimes it will be, but a lot of times it's going to be something that just very passively stands out in front of you, like, oh, that's funny. You'll see just like some sort of word or image or something that really just sparks a thought, and then it'll play out literally almost in the next, immediate time. I could say that, but it's almost like that. I don't know, shortly after, whenever you see something that oddly stands out in a very passive way, then you'll have something that completely relates to it. And I had one today. I can't remember what it is, but the moment I have deja vu, you better believe I'll post about it. All right, you magician. You're getting out of your funk. You are absolutely outstanding. What I love is you're no longer running for something. You're no longer running to get away from some aspect of yourself. That's what I'm seeing as this entire chase. You're not setting your sights out on any sort of external world. You know so well that everything that matters is all internal, mirrored outwardly. So this is a point of being very selfish and manifesting for yourself, which is a very positive sense of selfish. It's getting you out of your funk. That funk where you just, I can't keep doing this anymore. I love that the Hermit's in reverse. It's not avoiding the situation. It's not closing yourself off. You have the Magician, all the tools out in front of you. You are going out in the world and utilizing them. You're not trying to seek out anything. No, you are in a time of creation, and you can really create anything that you want. So this is completely ridding yourself of all those self-limiting beliefs on what you had thought that you had wanted in the past for this concept of your ideal perfect world. And it's beautiful, it's great, grand, and wonderful. I'm not dogging it in any sense of the word, but it was so in its own way limiting of what you would be able to do in this life when you are so much bigger than that one concept. And I'm not even going to a relationship. What that little world that you were envisioning for yourself pales in comparison to this magnificence that is kind of being thrown in front of you. It's not even taking the easy road or trying to be protective of yourself right now. You are all in this life for yourself, creating magnificence within yourself, in your immediate surroundings, and it extends. Yeah, sorry again, you guys, for not doing the Friday live. I was completely exhausted and out of it, actually. Towards the end of the video, I started to go cross-eyed, and that's happened maybe 5 times in my entire 35 years on this planet. So as soon as I finished uploading, lights were out. Like I was conked out before my head hit the pillow. It was much needed rest. But thank you to everyone for those sweet messages and the support. And if you're new to the channel, it gets really colorful here. And it's a lot of fun. I hope that you hit the bell for notifications, because I do go live, and I will be going again. And hit the thumbs up, because it's cool. And, I enjoy it. All right, too many cards. Whoa, no. Alrighty, since we are so proud and determined to march our way through this, what's coming up to be healed, Spirit? Perseverance, carrying the torch, not giving up, not lying to get your own way through this. You don't need to lie about anything. There's no hidden truth. It doesn't even matter at this point. The whole, why are you holding back anything for any sort of lying comfort? It's not going to get you anywhere where you think that you're going to go. If you want to have perseverance, then you got to be fearless in doing it. Any sort of truth coming to the surface through this, even if it's your own truth, even if it's a hidden secret about yourself, there's a lot of freedom in letting that go. And it's not just the spiritual bypassing of realizing that something at some point in your life was awful, and we're just going to acknowledge that to ourselves and let it go. That's not always going to work. You can't bypass your lessons, your karmic lessons, your personal growth just that easily. And trust me, I know I've tried. It never worked. And I can tell you from, private sessions, that has never, ever worked. So don't even sweat it. You're going to be uncomfortable with some truths coming to the surface, but that discomfort is not forever. And it really takes some, cojones, bravery to just push that out. And again, it's massively empowering. So push that forward. What's coming up to be healed aside from unbridled truth and integrity and empowerment? Let's see. Well, base part of this is surrender and release. You will not even you can't even realize the massive weight you have on you just holding on to all these little aspects of yourself, these hidden secrets, what you find to be something that nobody can know about. I can promise you, your story is not the worst that has ever happened. It is definitely worthy of forgiveness. And you want to know what? It's something that you really need to own about yourself in your life. When you stand there in that power and that truth, there is nothing that has been said or done in your life that anybody could ever hold against you. It's really fearlessness in the making. Okay, release, surrender, and retreat in freedom. Knew that was coming. Then we have self-acceptance. Really? What would it mean for you if you had complete and utter acceptance of yourself without the need of anyone else's acceptance? What would that allow you to do in your life? You are gaining your freedom, your personal recognition. I think you're going to be awestruck by your path, your story, and the way that everything has unfolded for you. When you look back, after you've done the healing, the retreat, all that stuff, It'll be seen as the most intoxicating, empowering journey you could have ever thought of. That's why I say in a lot of readings, I'm sure that you feel like you were drunk when you signed off on that life contract when you were here. Not even remotely close. You are on this amazing, accelerated, spiritual, soulful program, and I don't want you to feel like you have to hold back. You have no idea your level of amazing empowerment. And I really mean that. I'm not just saying that. I genuinely mean that, especially if you are coming across this at some random point in time. Well, actually, if you're being drawn to watch this, or you're catching this randomly at some point in time, you have a really crazy, awesome journey. And it's something that I really want you to be completely unashamed of. So, we're looking at what's coming up to be healed, your empowerment. You're allowing yourself to be empowered. I kind of want to look at the Tarot Illuminati. So let's see. All right, so in breaking the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. I feel a yawn. God, I was having a sneezing fit all day today, all day yesterday. I know I have an allergy to the small cats in the house. Am I going to get rid of them? No, I'll sneeze for the rest of my life before I do that. I know, I'm being a big baby about it, but oh well. All right, so holding back and being stressed out. Okay, so that's what Spirit was talking about. We have the Ace of Swords. You're just trying to march your way through this. It's really talking about you facing your fear and doing it anyway. The Nine of Cups, this is, you know, just marching your way through it, seeing the mountain for what it is and taking it one step at a time is the best thing that you could have done with this one. You're learning how to be flexible, roll with the punches. You're learning how to deal with spontaneity, things coming out of absolutely nowhere. Yeah, I want more. The Two of Wands, you're getting an alignment. Healing, truth, you know, that spiritual, soulful purge, that is raw. And that is incredibly intense, and it's incredibly the most realist thing on the planet. If anything, this is going to cause you to yawn. Yeah, no, you know, you're going to need to really take care of yourself. So rest, obviously, you know, that I could tell you self-care from, you know, to the moon and back. Whether or not you do it's a totally different story. If you don't take care of yourself and you don't get to the bare basics of what your personal needs are, life is going to force you on your keister until you learn how to take care of yourself, until you learn how to rest. You can't just be running this dry. You're getting an alignment. It's going to make you tired. It's going to make you need rest more nutrients. Nutrients? Yeah, nutrients. Oh, God. You know, I would say do yoga or, you know, do some breathing exercises, and that's fine and dandy. You know, I'm not a person who can currently do yoga. I'm not calm enough to do so. I'm definitely working on that. However, I get very frustrated doing it because I want to go through the moves rather than just hold the pose for a solid 5 minutes. I can't. I just can't right now, but I love people who can. I'm not there. So when it says, you know, get breathing and, you know, do these body care techniques, do what you can. Do what works for you instead of trying to live to some sort of, you know, ideal of how healing should go. Your own healing is going to be very unique and very messy, let me tell you. Spiritual awakening, healing, ancestral healing, cellular memory healing, none of that, not even remotely, is calm, zen, or anything like that. So then we have the King of Cups, the Princess of Cups, the Five of Cups, lots of cups. The Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Seven of Swords, cups and swords and cups and swords, and a few wands here and there. Let's splash it with a little bit of wands, eh? All right. you got to work on how to be cutthroat. You can be assertive in a very loving way. I don't even care if you're off-putting. All right? No matter what, you're going to have people who are at odds with how you're coming across. Stop trying to, make it easy for everybody. Sometimes you're going to have to be curt. And if somebody isn't respecting what you're saying and you have to push back a little harder, I mean that in a very figurative way. Obviously, I'm not telling you to get physical. Then so be it, all right? It's a matter of respect, and you aren't being conditioned to someone else. You have been conditioned enough, especially by your own self, and not wanting to step on other people's toes. So you want to know what? How about you stop stepping on your own toes and getting in your own way with this one? And if you need to push back, so be it. It's either an opportunity to rewrite the connection contract or to see where the respect lies with them and write it off. And again, this is very unique for your own experience. So this has been your reading for September 14th. Yeah, 14th, 2020, also being timeless. If you have questions about booking or personal reading, my email is in the description and it's on any social platform. So definitely reach out, say hello, let me know where you are in the world. I do still have the coronavirus sale going on. I will have it going until further notice, even though I'll be saying it in every video. And I hope that this reading finds you well. I'll see you for September 15th reading. And I suppose until then, stay safe, have fun, know that you're very loved and cared about and appreciated. Have an amazing day.